troops disarming a Ukrainian airbase and pro-Russian demonstrators seizing Ukrainian government buildings. Wednesday, armed men in Crimea threatened a UN envoy at gunpoint, and protesters demonstrated against a delegation of the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. In Washington, the chairman of the U.S. Helsinki Commission, Senator Ben Cardin, pinned the blame on Russia.
It is clearly aggression on the Russian part that is causing a problem not just in the Ukraine but the entire region. So it's a matter of great interest to all of us.
The United States and the EU hope to boost Ukraine's interim government with aid pledges and ardent verbal support. U.S. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel testified before a Senate panel.
This is a time for wise and steady and firm leadership. And it's a time for all of us to stand with the Ukrainian people in support of their territorial integrity and their sovereignty. And we are doing that.
The U.S. ambassador to the UN, Samantha Power, tells VOA's Ukraine service that Russia needs to de-escalate and accept the monitors.
Ultimately, the future of Ukraine is, needless to say, for the people of Ukraine to decide. It's not going to be dictated by outside forces. The challenge so far is that Russia is not itself really proving willing at a high level to engage the Ukrainian authorities directly or to accept the mediation that has been offered by a whole host of international actors.
Russia says its goal is to protect its citizens from a new Ukrainian government that Moscow considers illegitimate. Russian officials describe troops that seized Crimea as local defense units, a contention the Obama administration dismisses.
It's pretty clear that they're Russian troops.
U.S. lawmakers overwhelmingly condemn Russia's incursion into Ukraine, but some fault the Obama administration, accusing the president of weakness and naivete that all but invited Russia's intervention. Senator John McCain.
This president does not understand Vladimir Putin. He does not understand his ambitions. He does not understand that Vladimir Putin is an old KGB colonel bent on restoration of the Russian Empire.
Now, this is a ridiculous contention.
Senator Chris Murphy defends the Obama administration.
Putin marched into Georgia in 2008 under a Republican president, who many of my Republican colleagues considered to be strong on foreign policy, and now he's doing it with a Democrat.
While some in Congress hope sanctions against Russia will not be necessary, leaders from both political parties are pushing a resolution that calls for sanctioning Russian officials, banks, and other state agencies. The chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee says the aim is to pressure Russia to end what he calls its military aggression. Michael Bowman, VOA News, the Capitol.